Let me ask you a question. Can you choose what you desire? Sometimes we think our desires or our likes are just inborn, that we like what we like just because we like it. It turns out though, people can change and we can actually choose to set our desires on better things. Let me give you an example. I'm a big fan of food. I love to eat. I'm a grazer. I eat throughout the day and I enjoy it. I enjoy a wide range of foods and beverages. But you know something I also enjoy, and that is fasting. It wasn't innately in me to enjoy a good fast. But when I learned the value of fasting, that it has certain immediate and long-term benefits, I began to enjoy it more. I found out, for instance, that fasting enhances the production of new brain cells in your brain. Every day, your brain is producing new neurons in the deep part of your brain called the limbic system. And fasting makes those grow more prolifically. That's a win. A second benefit of fasting is that it's the best way I know of to reduce my gut. Now that I'm in my 60s, I like being trim. And so fasting, because it's connected in my mind with having a smaller gut, makes me happy. We also know that fasting enhances longevity. So there's a third benefit to fasting. It's a little further off, but if I deny some pleasure of eating today, I may have moments of pleasure that are tacked on at the end of my life. Not only that, but I believe that fasting is a way to honor God by setting aside something that gives me immediate pleasure to seek Him more powerfully. It's a great thing to be able to have control over what you desire. And as I get older, I realize that if I find a food has a particular benefit, like dark chocolate or fish, I enjoy that food more because I realize it's doing good for me. In contrast, if I found out a particular type of food is decidedly unhealthy or might predispose to problems with cholesterol, for instance, I'm less likely to enjoy eating that food, less desire for it as I understand the big picture. In Colossians, the Apostle Paul says something very cool. He says, "Since then you have been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on things above where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. For you died, and your life is now hidden with Christ in God." That's Colossians 3, 1 through 3. The King James Version says to set your affections on things above. We can actually choose what we desire if we are thoughtful and deliberate about it. In fact, in the Beatitudes, in chapter 5 of Matthew, verse 6, Jesus says this. He says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied." When we choose the best things to set our desires on, to give our attention to and our affection, to hunger and thirst for, we have the great advantage of being satisfied, knowing that the things we seek, the things that we attain, are ultimately good for us and will take us down a path of righteousness that will lead us not just to abundant life here on the earth, but to life eternal with pleasures at God's right hand. Seek His kingdom. Set your mind on good things and really lean into the enjoyment of those things that will make you healthy, happy, and whole.